Welcome back to the Vikings Film Room, brought to you by the Vikings Entertainment Network. Pete Bercich here to take you through all of the 2020 Minnesota Viking draft picks. That brings us to round number 4. And the first pick by the Vikings at 117 overall, defensive end out of South Carolina, DJ Wonnum. Now, I don't know what it is with the Vikings in these fourth round defensive line selections, but let's see, we've had Everson Griffin, Jaleel Johnson, Jalen Holmes. Yeah, the fourth round has been pretty kind to us. Let's take a look at DJ Wonnum and see what he does so well. Now, one of the things that stands out about DJ Wonnum, and I know the coaches loved about him, is just his long length. Long arms, moves around, reminds us a little bit of Danielle Hunter from a physical standpoint. One of the criticisms going into the draft was his ability to hold up to the run, and on this first play, you'll see him on the left side in a 2-point stance. He's got to get rid of that. But when he's going to get blocked and reached by the offensive lineman, he uses that long right arm to keep that offensive lineman at bay, and is able to come off and make the tackle. And you'll see this a number of times throughout this film where teams try to run at him. That was kind of the negative side of him, was he's just not big enough to hold up to these double teams, but he does a very, very good job in space chasing down the run. Pass rushing is really his forte, and I think a couple things make him so good. Number one is his ability to get off the football. He's quick off the ball, and secondly, he's able to apply pressure to an offensive lineman and then use different moves like the swim to get around them. You'll see against the right tackle, he just gets that right hand in there and again gets that arm completely locked out, and then once he gets pressure, he removes that right arm. The offensive lineman falls forward. He's able to turn the corner. So the ability to drop the hips, turn the corner, and get to the quarterback is what's important for the defensive lineman. I know Andre Patterson saw this and absolutely loved it. Here's an example of Wonnum in open field. In this case, you'll see him to the tackle side with the tight end. This is a bit of a gotcha play that Tennessee tries to pull. No one blocks him. They want to leave him unblocked. They think that the sweep is going to be able to outrun him, but they can't. So that's a wide receiver that he chased from inside out. Now, there are 40 times, and there are guys that play fast, and I think Wonnum definitely plays fast. All right, it's plays like this that I know get Andre Patterson excited. You'll see him on the outside. He stands head up and gets head up with that tackle to check the run. Once he realizes it's a pass, he works himself with his speed, with those long arms and that leverage, all the way around the tackle to get in on the sack. Our defensive linemen do this, and so when Wonnum gets here, that's not going to be a new technique for him. He's going to be very well versed in stopping the run and then readjusting and rushing the passer. Again, I think Wonnum here on the right side showing you what he can do, but his ability here to get off the ball, jam this tight end, disrupt that route, and then turn into a pass rusher, gets the left arm of that tackle. You can see that the hand technique, the chop, and then the right hand comes over the top so he can get around the edge of that tackle and get to the quarterback and make the sack. His ability to transition from either jamming a tight end or defending the run into the pass rush is fantastic. Now, you don't have to be a 290-pound defensive end if you understand and know how to use leverage. This is a perfect example of leverage on the pass rush. As he comes off the ball, gets that right arm into that tackle and quickly drops him, gets around the hip, and gets to the quarterback. So the technique is long arms. Those are the things that I'm sure Zimmer, Patterson, and the defensive coaches saw in this kid, and they really, really like. So here's a great example of Wonnum running a stunt. Outside defensive end, edge rusher. Takes a couple steps up, loops underneath. But what he does is he's able to find the hole, find that little zone that he can get through and get to the quarterback, and then brings him down. So these line games and different things that you see in the NFL, he's also done them in college. Again, here kind of as an outside linebacker standing up, it's a running play, a misdirection play, but Wonnum stays down. He collapses and chases, and he's able to drag down this running back from the backside. He had 137 tackles in his career, 29 and a half were tackles for losses, and that's a great example of it right there. And finally, as a defensive end, you're going to get all kinds of different blocks here. The tight end that's on the far side is going to try to reach all the way across and actually kick Wonnum out. But he's smart enough to stay underneath that block, dip that shoulder, get around, and then redirect and get in on the tackle. So he definitely has that side-to-side quickness that you're looking for. He has the length, he has the speed, great get-off, already knows and works his hands very well. I think Wonnum has a very good opportunity here to be a number 2 type edge rusher, either coming in to spell Daniil or whoever else is at right defensive end. The future is bright for this young man.